I'm going out of town in a few hours. I'm going to Nashville to support Gradu. And launch every day, and tomorrow morning I got to be ready to go on the flight to DC. Jackson Jones. Yeah. Take a picture like that.
Yeah. Just figure out the it's not a bad thing. Okay, hang on. I'll read it out. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Before we get started, I would like for everyone that is a part of BOC to make your way up here and on your way meet somebody, hand out a business card, do some networking. And I would like for you to put on here what you have gained most during this year. What is this? Our 1 year anniversary for Business Over Coffee International. So have you gained more educational exchange, collaboration, social media, education, or networking? And which one have you benefited the most, or do you like the most? So I want you to grab a marker and I want you to write it down. There's several markers here, and that is going to be part of what we're doing today. So you want me to get to put your name under one of them? You can put it under all three if you want, all right? But you've got to network on the way here and on the way back.
When they're ready. For your staff.
Sex trafficking and child, all kinds of really a lot. Many people that's what it's right.
We need to, but I just get up my life. So everybody else is
Been doing it for
Were you happy that I sent you that message yesterday?
Yes, I was very happy. We're live streaming.
Monday,
Great.
I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. I'm trying to get over in my corner.
I think it's important for young entrepreneurs to get a chance to actually operate in other business. That's important. Definitely will.
There's plenty of coffee, donuts, brownies, help yourself.
Delmar, when you go up next, and will you just think of what I wanted to do. I usually have a strategic agenda. It just this week didn't come.
Just let it flow.
Exactly. But I want to do a trivia question.
Okay.
And the question will be streaming live. The question will be, where was our first meeting held?
Oh, okay.
Or should it be, when was our first meeting held? You decide, because you know, if it's April of last year, well, they obviously know this is the anniversary.
So it says where.
So where would be better, and even if they say the place, what street, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I got
So
it.
let's do that now.
Okay.
I just wanted to give you a hug.
Hello. How are you, Kelly? Good to see you. Thank you.
Makes you come alive. How are you?
You finally made it. I've been waiting for months.
I've known her from Facebook. That's all I'll tell you that way. Diva, right? Yes. We need that. Yes. Good.
I've been inviting Maddie for months. I said, eventually, she's going to make it.
Thank you. I could never get away with that.
You know how she dresses. You're one of your
We
partners.
actually met face to face at networking Memphis. So we've been social media for a long time, but
I like these. Nice. How things going? I'm so glad you made it. We're actually streaming live to this side. Oh, yeah, we're streaming live.
That's fine.
Hey there.
Hi, I'm here now.
Man, it's been a busy week. Oh my good God.
I'm sorry. My secretary.
Busy over the last night.
Okay, I have many like that. Maddie, it's good to meet you as well. Good morning, lady. How are you? Okay, how are you? I'm fine, thank you.
How things going?
Pretty good. I'm just really getting into it. Sure. I've been.
I had to step back from mine, so trust me, I understand.
So, okay, now I'm ready.
let's go on and do that. You can go ahead and ask the question and direct you back to the seat.
Oh, okay. Ding, 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 ding.
I do. Yeah, I'm kicking it off today. As a matter of fact, I'll be getting on the road after this. Okay, most definitely. I would love to have it.
If I can get everyone to go back to their seats, I have a little
I need you.
trivia question.
I will definitely be very soon. Okay. I've got my information on the because I don't have it. Also, I'm going to be meeting you. Or can you come to Nashville sometime? Or what? I come from Nashville sometime. My sister actually lives there. So you should be here with me.
Okay, I have a little fun question to ask everybody.
May we have your attention, please?
Thank you, Kelly.
I got you.
Okay. So I'm following instructions of Sherry. I'm gonna put up a trivia question, and whoever answers it first, or at least raise their hand first, who knows the answer. So the question is, where was the first BOC meeting?
My hand was up first.
Hey,
Hands up there in the
that's
trivia.
Beverly's voice.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts, okay. Next question. Oh, second question. Thank you, because I said first. Thank you, AC. Second question. I still Dunkin' Donuts. Just trying to see.
The door locked me in back there.
Dunkin' Donuts. The second question is, where is that Dunkin' Donuts located?
Somebody here should know the answer.
Could you narrow it down a little bit more, Richard? Okay, you better say it. Okay, thank you. Kelly and Nikki both said it.
Okay, yeah.
On Union Avenue. And can you believe it's been a year already? And we've exceeded Sherry's expectations of how BOCI will come out. So, the floor is yours, Sherry.
Thank you so much, Delmar. Delmar with HR Brain for Hire. Everybody give her a hand. This is a very exciting day. It's a chance for you to connect, collaborate, get exposure, and get more business. That's the number one thing. The number two thing is we are celebrating what? First anniversary. Yes! The number three thing is we are doing what? Having a conversation. That too.
We are collaborating.
Okay, this is our very first one that we're doing. People on the back row should know what it is.
Intern graduation.
Intern graduation! Yes! And we have so many different people that I want to recognize today. You will see Don Lawler in the back with Storytellers, one of the best I've ever seen when it comes to videos and photography. He is one of our members, and he is sponsoring this event and has come in to take photos and video, and I just want to thank him and encourage all of you to use him for anything that you need. Thank you so much, Don Muller. Also, to get a couple preliminary things out of the way so we can move into a lot of the fun aspects of what we're doing today. Kelly Price is our very special guest today, and I am so excited. He was on the radio yesterday, and tell us what you're going to talk about today.
10 Commandments about networking.
Oh, yeah, right.
Now, this is not a religious thing.
So it is quite an honor to have Kelly, and I'll say more about that later, but he will be coming up, so just fasten your seatbelts because it's going to be a great day. Also, Girls Inc. is with us. If you would wave, Tamika will be telling us about a great summit they have coming up and what BOCI has had to do with also helping Girls Inc. collaborate and make this event happen. In addition, I would like to recognize Glory Shine Adornment. Beverly, would you wave? Okay. And Gina, would you show everybody your earrings that Beverly made? Okay. And Beverly brought the brownies, so everybody make sure that you get some brownies. Collaboration efforts that have made this BOCI a success. We have 1 year under our belt now. I could not have done it by myself. It was a team effort. I would like all the founding members that started and also were added as we went along to please stand. All the founding members. Excellent. All the chapter leaders, please stand. Nashville. Woo!
Yes. Launch it tonight.
All right, and collaboration of various remain standing. This is going to show the team it took to make this happen. Collaboration of Just My, we got a wonderful letter from Jerome stating he was so sorry he could not be here, but that he encourages everyone to remain a part of BOCI and that he is 100% behind our efforts. WEAM, Wedding Events Association of Memphis with Marty, has been in collaboration with us, and Don Lawler is a part of that as well. New Age Marketing Firm, if you would please stand, Nikki. Virginia Rowan with Ridgeway Business Center in collaboration with us. Also a founding member, In addition, Memphis Music Foundation, Dean Deo sent his regards, and we are so proud to be in association with them as well. Also, the Greater Memphis Chamber. Has anyone gotten your membership for $175?
Not yet.
All right. Well, if you are a member, a professional member of Business Over Coffee, then you can get in for the first year for $175. And that is brand new. So we're very excited about that. And last but not least is Talk Shop with Joe Garner, and she sends her regards as well. So those are the collaboration efforts, along with Loretta McNary, who's at the Dove Awards
Yes,
right now,
yes.
and one of our founding members. So let's give all of our my father, who is a reverend, brought me up with integrity. Is the foundation. If it wasn't for that, this wouldn't be happening, because he's the reason why I'm here. So, but I'm proud to have my dad here. He is a founding member as well. Member liaisons. I did want to mention Beverly. If you'll wave, member liaisons. Our professional boost program would be Beverly and also Tanita. Tanita, would you wave at everybody? And a team leader. We have one team leader, and that's our shared collaboration. Steve, you do such a fabulous job. Would you wave at everybody? And that covers the collaboration efforts as far as various networking entities. And now networking in Memphis, of course, as well. We are definitely, we hope to be in collaboration with you. I think we are, or I wouldn't have this. Oh, if you're wondering what it is, I'm very proud that networking in Memphis, Kelly Price presented us with this trophy this month for Community Service Awards.
All right.
And now I want to recognize charities, because it's very important that we give back to our community. And we do that with our very own charity, which we have now gotten an approval on, which is our Professional Boost program. And I'll tell you more about that later. But right now I want to focus on EMI, Express Missions International, AC Curtis, who is a minister of the gospel and a missionary, and has been with us since the second event, I believe. We met at Starbucks and had a connection. And we have been 100% behind him, promoting him. I encourage you to donate to what he's doing. He's going to take about 3 minutes and tell us what Express Missions International is all about. Come on up, AC Curtis.
Well, I appreciate it. It'll be very brief. Basically, what Express Missions International does is we go in where people are going out. We try to go into the places around the world. We're in 12 countries right now in Africa, Asia, and Eastern Europe. And our primary function is to go in where the most desperate, pretty much the most desperate being women and children are. Just to give you a quick example, last year, our ministry rescued 3,559 little girls out of sex trafficking, average age of 12. We rescued them, got them in safe houses, and all of them are still doing well today, every one of them. Additionally, we rescued last year 251 little children from child sacrifice, little toddlers. Believe it or not, they're still doing that around the world today. And we're finding those pockets, huge pockets, by the way, of 21 million people, by the way, of children and desperate people that are being trafficked or in some way going through some kind of desperate situation. In fact, Monday morning, we go and rescue as many little children that have been taken enslaved because their parents can't pay a debt. Now, you see those kind of things in movies back in the Stone Age and back in the the Middle Ages, but it's going on. 200 million children around the world are without a home and are being attacked by different factions of society, from traffickers to slave owners and everything. And so it's amazing the opportunities that we have to rescue children just like that. So Monday morning we go into the jungles of Asia and we rescue a bunch, as many as we can get, and as much as money will buy. So we basically buy children from bad guys, or we kidnap them. We go in, and we're in places like where Joseph Kony is, like in the Congo, and places like that where it's extremely dangerous, and we just don't care, because the need is so great. But BOC has been a very huge encouragement to us. Thank you, because I just got back from Africa, and I feel like the stepchild of BOC, really, because I've been so disconnected, but I've been out in the bush of Africa. We're trying to find water for these children. They're dying, and the last thing you're thinking about right at that moment is business networking.
Sure.
Although it is important, because business networking gets us the support we need to give them the water that they desperately need, or the food. Right now, and this is the last thing, right now, every month we fully support 5,700 orphans every month out of our pocket. That's just small little mom and me and my wife and 2 other people. And that's it. We do it just strictly. It goes hand through our hand, straight to the need. We don't even touch it. We don't even grab it and put it in admin or nothing, because we're not polished. We're just, hey, here's the need. Give us the support so we can get it to the desperate need. And the cool thing is, people get the report of what their money did mere days after, because we can get support before FedEx can get a package there. I'm just saying, that's our God, and He's awesome. And He gave us this super cool plan, and all we do is just follow Him, whatever He tells us to do. So thanks, and we appreciate your support and your encouragement.
AC, tell us again how much it is to save one child. I think we need to go around with a hat or with something, and let's do a collection for when you're leaving.
You wouldn't believe it. $50 will save one girl, her life. We literally take, in this country, we used to have a thing called 54-1, and it would literally rescue a girl out of that nightmare hell of sex trafficking. We find them in cages. They're put in walls. They put them in, literally wall them in and then pull them out. And a girl works for 10 hours a day for her master, and then we ain't going to go into what she does in the middle of the night with all these 45, 50-year-old strangers 20 times a night. And she's 11 years old. She's as old as your granddaughter or your little daughter. And so we're rescuing them. We have a passion that is unprecedented. We don't care if people like us. We'll go in, and right now we're going, in fact, we got a team going into the Congo. We're going to take Coney out spiritually. We're going in to do that. So anyway, that's it. It was 3 minutes.
I'm going to leave this up here so that y'all can put money in here.
As you can tell, AC is very passionate about what he does. This is not a religious platform, but this is a platform to support charities that are helping other people. And so that's why at this anniversary, we want to make sure that everyone knows what we're doing in our community. And my father, who I highly respect, has asked me if he could say a word.
I want to say something about what I just heard. Someone said that the only way for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. And my heart goes out to this dear man for his burden to go into the bush of Africa and rescue human beings that are being mistreated, and God only knows what else. And I'd like to be a part of that rescue effort, and I'd like for all of us to feel that burden and respond to it today. And I want to say thank you for doing something. Hey, nothing happens until somebody does something. Mm-hmm. We can talk all day long, but somebody's got to do something about the problem. And this man is stepping up to the plate and willing to go. How many of you want to go as his partner and physically go over there and do what he's doing? You want to go with him? All right, you talk to him after this. Sure. All right. If you don't want to go physically, you can go as a partner by contributing financially. So let's get on board this.
Also, something real quick in 2 seconds. We actually bumped into Barack Obama's grandmother in Kenya. We're in ministry partnership with her, distributing water filters to villages all around where she lives there in Kenya, outside of Kisumu. So,
Good deal. All right, we are going to now stand And I would like you to find two people that you have not met in the room. Introduce yourself, tell them about your business, make your way, get some coffee, get some lunch, and I'm coming back for more.
It's open behind section.
To get through the preliminaries, and then the last hour should be more relaxed. That's my goal today.
Oh, I'm tired.
And I'm so sure to get to take the day off.
Yeah, I'm not leaving till about 1:30.
For Nashville.
Hey, Patrice, are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
Are you ready to rock and roll? Man, I have been trying to get mine to be stuck together like y'all know I have to work alone. I'm like,
I know, but
I'm so tired.
it hit me after you get that check. I'm like, hot dog, she is just coming through, so to speak, to get to DC. Now, are you ready? I'm excited for you on that one.
Mike, the height, I mean, the buzz is high for the DC one, yes.
Oh my goodness. Do they know the expected attendance for that? The expected attendance?
Well, you see, it's intimate on purpose. And I think it's going to be maybe 40 women.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's
So it's intimate on purpose.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, well, you know, Atlanta went over so well that several of them from Atlanta are actually coming up to DC.
You are kidding me. Fantastic. And which one is it? April or
No, this is Tierra.
Tia? Okay. Because I know I'll keep it up with the one that you're posting. But I'm like, wait, this is who's that? And I'm like, oh my God, these women are dynamic.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And it's short amount of time to April. Her business and your she's gonna match that. See, that's right. Exactly. So that's why I said I'm so ready to be in the room with that kind of energy.
That's right.
You know, exactly. I'm so ready to be in that room of energy. I feel Lord because it's time for a shift.
It is. It's shifting.
It's shifting. It's shifting. Yes, it is time.
Something else I want to say. Last night or the night before, what was that in the magazine? Was Barbara?
Tierra.
The one you're gonna go to DC.
Tierra. Let me tell you, Tierra is so into zone.
How are you?
I'm fine. Good to see you. Good to see you as well.
She's a winner, isn't she?
Yeah. But Tierra is so into zone. Everything Tierra is touching now. God said he touching up. Girl, yeah, everything that your hand touches. I mean, everything that girl is touching. I said, you so in your seats, and I'm so glad to just be able to. Now, because she's technically not my client anymore, but I still got a connection. Thank you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm one of the panelists because she got an Q&A for me.
You there? You on the stage, right?
Exactly.
So when you there?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in the room. No, I ain't just in there. You on the stage.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I know. We both can get on our Nikes and run around this building.
I mean, you know, you laughing and smiling, they all contained. I'm like flipping all the way down the hall. About that magazine.
Actually, it was posted last night because I was gone all day yesterday, so I didn't see it until last night. But I knew she had been on the stage before, and a couple of other, like, you know, high-profile people in the WISE symposium last week. I'm telling you, she is so in the zone. I I like, oh my, there's no touching.
I know.
I mean, as far as, you know.
She's just,
Because she feel like butterfly, she's just so, and she said, I'm ready to give, alone a gift and present it to you. Because my life is a gift, and so is But yeah, so I'm excited about tonight. We're going to go BOCI and Sparkle. Thank you. And that's it.
we're gonna get there.
Hey guys, everybody, it's time to
In the name
sit
of
down.
Jesus.
Sitsin and Etsin. That's EA. Three different languages. That was for girls.
Okay, I'm seeing new faces come in. I did not mention that we are streaming live, so we are around the world. Anybody that wants to watch what is going on right now, and they'll hear about you a little bit later on. We will be breaking into groups, and we're going to do some fun, really different things. And Kelly Price will be speaking to us. It's just going to be a great day. Already is a great day. So I'm bringing Steve Droke up to talk about next Thursday, which is our share group. It's our share collaboration. This is the event that we are now building. We have built Click and Connect, and now we're really focusing on this one, where it is industry specific. And so I'm going to let Steve tell you about it and get out of the way.
Okay. First of all, welcome everybody. I'm glad to see some new faces and everything. I'm Steve Droke, and I'm with New York Life. And I don't even remember now, 3 or 4 months ago, I got together with Sherry because I came to a Click and Connect and learned a lot of the stuff that was being rolled out, benefits of being a member of BOC and so forth. And I said, geez, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and I can't soak all this in. So I called Sherry, and we sat down and had coffee, and I said, tell me what to do. And she said, well, are you willing to do this? And so she had the share idea and the collaboration teams. And it's a fantastic way that we look at our BOC membership, and we look kind of at industry specific. For example, the first one was the financial end of things. And so Scott, who's a shoemaker, and myself, and Katrina on the college funding, and others.
Kennison.
Kennison, I'm sorry, I forgot about you, brother. Presented our business and what we did. And the fun thing about it is we got together for lunch a week or two before the presentation. And we're all kind of in a similar business with insurance and that kind of thing. But the great thing about it is, you know, Scott has a target market of what he does and kind of what he focuses on. And then myself and Kennison and Katrina back there, although we can all do a lot of the same things, you know, we just branched out in different areas. And it was cool to see us all come together and do that and then present. And so it's just a great way for us to get together and focus on industries. And we as BOC members get to tell more about ourselves and what we do to our BOC membership and anybody that you can invite to come. We want as many folks here as we can get because that's greater exposure for us. And then the other part of it is, it's just, you know, you're getting out there and letting folks know what you do. And I encourage everyone to do business with a fellow BOC member. You know, whether it be Marty and a travel agent and that kind of thing. I mean, you're building trust with people that you know and do business with those people. You know, and because let's face facts, if you come to me and do business and I know I'm going to see you next week and all that, I'm going to do the best I can for you because I don't want to embarrass myself. You know what I mean? And so I really do. I encourage everybody to talk and network and to do business, whether it be with Scott or myself, if you need, you know, insurance or Kennison or whatever. So with that being said, I'd like to bring up tomorrow, next Thursday,
9 to 11. Every
share
Thursday
from
we
9
have
to
something.
11.
Yeah.
It's virtual and live. Please come, be here face to face. That's what it's all about. Right here in this room.
Well, we may have it here or in the conference room.
We're trying to be right here because we want
it to grow, yes.
All right, Marty, would you come up? And Don, if you can come up from behind the camera. And Nikki, come on. Let's see. not seeing any other faces for next week. All right, will each one of y'all introduce yourselves and just kind of a quick little deal? And he's lucky to stand between us. Go, Nikki.
Oh, well, I'm Nikki Brown. I'm the CEO of New Age Marketing Firm Incorporated, as well as Worldwide Logistics. And we're going to be here next Thursday to discuss with you some of the 10 major services that we offer in New Age Marketing, spanning from email and event marketing strategies and techniques to networking events. I'll tell you all about the ones that I have coming up. And just give you a little overview of business credit. Most of you guys are business owners in here. And we're just going to tell you just a little bit, be a little bit more specific about what we do so you can have a full understanding of how you can take advantage. And about the discounts that I'm offering to you guys.
Hi, I'm Don Lawler with Storytellers, and we tell your stories. And next week I'm going to try and tell you how to tell your story.
I'm Marty Watson. I'm with Travel Leaders. We've been around for about 25 years. And we're going to discuss using a travel agency versus online. There's a lot of things that you're going to learn about why you don't want to go online. So.
Okay.
So travel and events and photography and video, which
Right.
all go hand in hand.
So everybody invite your friends. Y'all come. We'll have fun.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
And if you call ahead of time, I'll get you your preference of jelly bean. Okay.
So share is our collaboration effort, which falls into our educational exchange category. The following week is our new member orientation, and then after that is Weave Your Own Web, which falls into our social media category, where we teach a workshop about how to set up timeline on Facebook and various things. And then Click and Connect falls under our networking, which is our biggest event. And we have some exciting things happening, Marty. So let's go with the first award that I would like to present.
Is Cynthia Richmond.
Outstanding Member Services. Let me tell you about Cynthia. Cynthia, does anybody know who Cynthia is? She's told Rock, she's the queen. I'm hearing all this, right? Cynthia is the face, really, of BOCI when people walk into this building. She's the smiling face that greets all of our members. And so we attribute a lot of our success to you. Thank you. Okay, and next
is Virginia Rowland for her excellence in collaboration.
Does anybody know who Virginia is? Well, everybody thinks she owns the building. She's the manager up here. And when I say excellence in collaboration, I mean that because that word can be tossed around a lot and not really used appropriately. But I do believe that you and I have connected in a way that has been a win-win for Ridgeway Business Center and for BOCI. And I would like for you to explain what you do offer to our members here at this location.
One aspect, a lot of things, but one aspect that a lot of people are interested in is our virtual offices. Virtual offices can be just a professional business address. It can be a phone number with a voicemail or report to yourself. We answer your phone calls in your company name, and we handle all your calls just like we work for you. You also have access to all my common rooms, like this seminar room or one of my conference rooms, or to a guest office. If you want to have a one-on-one meeting with somebody and you're kind of tired of going to Starbucks and having all these talking around, you can rent a room up here and just have a nice professional meeting in a nice office.
For only $22.50.
Yes, yes.
1 hour.
I was going to say thinking, I'm sorry. I was all right in church. I was just wrong with me. Pastor, you understand that, don't you?
That's right. It's 2250 for BOC members now.
Yes.
I have some brochures over there in the back. You want to find out some more information?
Why don't you pass them around when you get finished? Pass them around so everybody has one. Well, they can at least read them.
Yes, share. I can get more.
Yes,
Yeah, I print too. So if you ever need any secretarial services, we can help you with that too.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Virginia. And Kelly Price is our special guest, and we're saving the best for last. So we're going to have you here in a few minutes. But first, since you're so excited about that 10% discount, I would like for you to come up, and I would like to present you with an honorary membership to Business Over Coffee International. It is a pleasure to have you on board with us, if you accept.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now we need a drum roll. Our very first BOCI internship graduate. Woohoo! I would like to work with Sabrina and also Miss Burke. Yes, isn't she a part of the staff? Yes, faculty. I'd like for the National College of Business and Technology faculty to come on up. And I'll tell you a little bit about what our connection is with National College of Business and Technology Memphis campus. And that is that we have collaborated with our very first BOCI internship program. We will be relaunching it in August. And we will be doing a graduation twice a year with our internship program. We have 3 people that we would like to honor, and I'm being told to move over. So, Katrina, would you talk for a moment about what the collaboration has meant to you? And I know that the college has meant so much to me. Just the facilities alone, allowing us to use it for our grassroots business seminar, and the many various things that we've done, and the training we've done weekly out there with the interns. And the interns have been fabulous, and I'll save all that for each award. But you go ahead and take the floor for a moment.
Well, actually, Sherry, I wasn't really prepared for this, but thank you anyway. I was beckoning for Delmar Johnson to come up, and
yes,
Delmar, don't know if she'll be able to.
Please forgive me.
Because this is how it all actually started, everyone.
It sure did.
It was through Delmar Johnson. Yes. She approached me and asked if we could start a internship program with National College of Business and Technology. Yes. And I was just so flattered, that she thought enough of National College, the Memphis campus in particular, to approach us with that. Yeah. And so we put the word out, and the faculty, Ms. Ruby Burst, as I said, is part of my team of about 15 faculty members. And we handpicked the business students who we thought would be a good fit for BOC. And we initially had about 10 students on board and everything. But, as we go along, it's a process. So
quality versus
exactly.
Yes.
So we have a faithful few that are here today that will be graduating from the program, and we're just so very proud and so very honored. And we will be starting up again this fall with a new batch of students.
Yes.
So
and Delmar, please forgive me for overlooking. Delmar, HR Brain for Hire was definitely the foundation of this. Took it by the horns and ran with it. If you need any HR help, call Delmar. If you need an intern, call Delmar. Delmar, do you have anything you would like to say?
No, I'm just happy that the faithful few hung in there with us. Actually, I'm missing one today, but
yes,
she may be in class or getting ready for graduation. But I'm just happy to be of service, and I'm looking forward to even a stronger intern relationship building as time goes along. We've learned a lot of lessons along this first round, as you usually do when you're starting something new.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to continue with National College of Business and Technology, and if any one of anyone that needs an intern program developed, I can do that too. That's part of my business.
Yes, and you do that as a collaboration with BOCI, so I highly recommend her. Now, without any further ado, I would like for Miss Linda Little to come forward. The certificate represents Internship Program with Business Over Copy International in collaboration with National College of Business and Technology, Memphis campus on this Thursday, April 19th, 2012. Business Over Copy International bringing everyone together. Certificate of Internship to Linda Little, and we will sign that. Got that.
Rewarding experience. It really has. I've enjoyed working with you, and I've enjoyed the personal attention that I've received, even though I was an intern. So thank you very much.
Well, you were such a help. Thank you. And it was a pleasure working with you. She came to the office and worked with me personally. So thank you. Ella Lewis, would you please come forward? Ella, this certificate represents successful graduation of internship program with Business Over Copy International in collaboration with National College of Business and Technology, Memphis campus on this Thursday, April 19th, 2012. Bringing everyone together, Ella Lewis, Business Over Copy International Certificate of Internship presented by myself and NCBT Memphis campus.
Thank you.
Yes, and you have been very faithful, regardless of maybe lack of transportation and various things. She has found a way, and I tell you, I admire that in you. So keep it up, and you will go far.
Thank you.
Last but not least, this person, Rosalind Jones. All of you probably know Rosalind. How many of you know Rosalind? She has a baby. I know she's headed to Nashville today. And so she was going to be here, and she actually designed this as a part of her internship. But I'm going to pass this around. She did a fabulous job, and she was supposed to be here, so she will receive her certificate. We're very proud of Rosalind. So for the video, everybody give her a big cheer. Last but not least, I would like for Professor Katrina Singletary, to tell us about the grand opening BOC Nashville today.
I am beyond words, just beyond words. I'm so excited about the new chapter that we are spawning in the Nashville area. I invite everyone to come out. Well, so not so much tonight. I don't know. It's maybe I've been posting about the event and everything. But if you can and will, come out tonight to Jazz and Joe's Lounge in Nashville, Tennessee, where we will be having our Nashville kickoff celebration. Basically, it's a ribbon cutting ceremony, and we're going to have some fun and let's kind of hang out and network and things of that nature. As a matter of fact, Mike Acosta, I think he's going to try to come tonight. So we're building the organization as a whole, and I'm just so excited. And we will be doing at least monthly events because I'm going to be commuting for the next few months back to Nashville and just getting everything ready. But long story short, if you want to be a part of it, you can still, through members of BOCI International, that automatically makes you a member of the national chapter as well. So anytime you want to come out and do some things with me, I'm all for it, and put some things together. I welcome the help. So not by any means are we separate and apart from BOCI. So, but basically, that's what we're doing tonight. We're looking forward to having a lot of fun and just getting to know a lot more people in the Nashville area. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Also, Professor Katrina will be launching her Simply Singletary TV on our program, on our platform. And she's also launched her Saturdays with Singletary Radio on our platform. So she's got a lot going on, and she's doing a fabulous job. So thank you. I would like to recognize Sweet Shirts, which is another charity that we have honored with Jill Dyson. She was unable to make it today, but she reaches out to inner city young ladies and helps them by allowing them to work and make shirts to make money to be able to make themselves better and better themselves in life. So we support her as well. Now, without any further ado, Girls Inc. is here, and it's such a pleasure. Tamika, would you come up, please? Tamika contacted me about, well, it was close to a year ago, maybe about 9 months ago, and asked if we would collaborate with Girls Inc. And I'd like for you to tell everybody exactly what the pilot program was, where it has gone to now, and what's coming up next.
Okay, well, when we first started, Girls Inc. had a national program called Corporate Camp. And it was for girls aged 15 to 18, and they basically came together to form a business. These girls had different titles, these girls had different responsibilities, but they were all working together to form this one business. Then I decided, well, why just wait on nationals to do this every year? Why not do it locally? Because so many girls wanted to come up with a project, but not every girl was chosen. You could only send one group from every affiliate. So Memphis could only send one, even if we had 15 different groups of girls doing this program. So we started locally at my center in South Memphis. And basically, we started with Margaret Banks, Delmar Johnson, Tanya Parsons, a couple other people. And they came out and we were in different groups. And basically the girls of group of five would create their own businesses. We had a jackpack group where girls wanted to create a backpack with a jacket attached to it because they always lose their jackets. You had a group that wanted to create this card game called Oh Snap, which was about the things that girls didn't teach us there. And people were always saying, "Oh Snap, I didn't know that." And so they named the card game Oh Snap. Then you had a girl group that wanted to create a magazine. You had girls that wanted to create a beauty salon. And there were so many different ideas, but I found that a lot of my teams as a growing process, they all couldn't commit to it because they had other things going on at school and I didn't see them every day. So this year, Delmar and I have come up with the one plan for them just to create this magazine. So all the girls are working on it, and the first issue comes out in May at our Girls Inc. Summit. And BOC is actually having a lot of members come out to help us with the summit. We're introducing all of our sites, 10 sites across Memphis, to BOC and what careers and entrepreneurship can do for you. Because a lot of our girls don't see careers and entrepreneurship. They see jobs. They see I have to get money. But some don't understand that I could be making money now and I could have my own business. I don't have to work for somebody else. And we want them to be exposed to that. So with the So You Want to Be an Entrepreneur curriculum that we've developed, we're actually going to be starting it in the 2012-2013 school year with all of the sites. So every site will have entrepreneurship. And so with the summit, it's like a culmination program. These girls get Strong, Smart, and Bold awards. They get Girl of the Year, Challenger, and things like that. But we're going to incorporate careers and entrepreneurship this year where the girls will actually get to create their own business. For an hour, they will be doing some type of structured session with a female entrepreneur who will actually tell them, how to create your own business, just to give them a preview of what they'll be going through come August. And so we're very, very appreciative of BOC and the female entrepreneurs that I have coming out, just to give my girls, a gist of, what it's like to be an entrepreneur, what it's like to be a career woman, and not just selling it for less.
And you expect 300 girls or so?
300 or more.
Yes. And I would like for all the ladies to, men can participate too, but yes. I believe it's been mostly ladies.
It's been mostly ladies.
All of the people who have participated with Girls Inc. to stand. Or you're going to be speaking at the event. Yes, you're speaking at the event. Yes.
Yeah, it's about 8 of you guys. A lot of people.
We have 2, and there's 6 more at least.
Tracy Bird, Tanya Parson.
Yes, and so it's such an honor to know that we helped pilot this program, and it's now going national. My understanding is it's going national. So isn't that amazing? And being able to help these young girls, and thank you for the opportunity that we can share with our guest speaker. All right, we are now going to segue into a different arena of this particular event. We've gotten the preliminaries done. Some people are going to need to be exiting. But we are going to now bring everyone together in this room. Our tagline is bringing everyone together. So what we have shown in the last hour, the 2-hour event, is that over the last year, we have worked very diligently to be a mirror of what we would like to see with each business owner. And that is working hand in hand with various charities and networking groups and community leaders within Memphis, Tennessee, and the Mid-South, as well as internationally. We're proud to say that Mayor Luttrell is an honorary member of our group. Mayor Wharton's been on the radio. So we have really made a lot of advances this year, and I expect even more in 2012, 2013. So let's just fasten our seatbelts because it's only going to get better from here. So Shelley is now going to come. Yes, Kelly, we're saving the best for last. Yes.
Pressure's on.
The pressure is on.
So what we're going to do is we're going to all stand up, and then Shelley has something very exciting that we're going to be doing that's going to bring everyone together in this room. So while we're doing that, I'd like for you to find 2 people you haven't met, give them a card, and network, or go get coffee. All right?
Yeah, I've been the consistent one with Girls Inc. Yeah, I've been the consistent one with Girls Inc. Since last Hi, I'm Delmar Johnson with HR Brain for Hire. How are you? You have a card? Of course. Have cartwheel trial. I work with startups and small businesses who want to establish their staff and HR processes for their being a first-time employee. You mentioned intern. How does that process work? Oh, that'll take more than a couple of seconds of networking to tell you that. They actually step this, yeah, because we're live. But yeah, that's something that I will have to start up. And small business do develop their internship program for their business. Do you have a business that you're looking to have interns? Okay. Well, let's have that's the possibility. What do you do? Okay. Do you have a brick and mortar?
We'll talk more about what that program offers.
I should be calling you Dr. Mia. Dr. Mia, I know Dr. Mia. But we can definitely stay down and talk if you want to know more about it. Sure. I'm going out of town for the next few days. So actually going to Nashville to support Katrina. And then I'm flying to DC tomorrow for a quick conference. So I will call you when I get back. Let's do coffee, lunch, or something like that. Okay?
How are you? I'm good. I'm Lawler. Mia or Maya? Mia.
You are a busy lady, Delmar.
I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be.
You come work for EMI and pay's horrible.
Yeah.
But you get lost in the jungles and the oceans.
Exactly.
Isn't that exciting?
Exciting. Chills down my spine.
I can't sell it to you. Come do a 5-star hotel with really a 5 million star hotel. You sleep underneath the stars. That's what we did in we were Africa recently. We were at a place called Noble Charity for Destitute Women, and they literally take in retarded women who were just aimlessly walking. And they take care of hundreds of orphans too. So we're there. We're literally just under the stars, just, in our tent, mosquito nets.
Star
Hotel, yeah.
Exactly.
I love it.
So anyway, this is the preacher.
How have you been doing, Mr. Delmar? You've been really busy.
Man, actually, I've been working on a contract job, so it's kind of consumed my time. Yeah.
Things going real good though.
Well, you know what? I kind of pulled back on my business because I needed to work to try to make a little money first. But yeah, I'm actually going to an entrepreneurs conference in DC Friday. I'm flying from Nashville. I'm going to support Katrina tonight in Nashville. So we'll see how that conference shifts some things. Yeah. Yep.
I can't remember if I put, okay, I put it down.
Okay. Did you sign up? Sign in? Okay.
That's why I can remember I put my X down. That's what I wanted.
Well,
You're very welcome.
Okay, everyone, they're ready to get started again.
There are two announcements that I'd like to make. And one is, how many people know what the Professional Boost Program is? Okay, Beverly, standing where you are, can you tell us in 2 sentences, what is the Professional Boost Program? Perfect. Well said.
See you next Saturday
Business
for the
Over
training.
Coffee picks a person that doesn't have possibly the finances or the resources to succeed with their own business, and they groom them for success. And this this program is now under United Charitable Programs, which is a 501c3, and people can donate to the Professional Boost Program, and it will be tax deductible. So this is a big deal. It's been in the works for a while, and I think we need to give Sherry a big round of applause for driving that through. People who are looking for a way to really help young entrepreneurs succeed, this is the money that can help them go to the next level and launch a successful business. The second thing I want to say is we had a 24-hour success turnaround on our first ever Dutch treat lunch. People had been asking for Business Over Coffee to do that, and in 24 hours, we got 20 people to show up at the first Dutch treat lunch last month. So we're going to be doing it again on Thursday, May 3rd. We'll still have our new member orientation from 9
Who was there? Who was there? Clap. Did you like it? Did you like it?
Yes, it was awesome. So the first Thursday of every month is the new member orientation, and that will be here at Ridgeway Business Center from 9 to 11. But Sherry says she's going to finish a little bit early so that we can head over to Sharky's. So for those of you who don't need to do new member orientation again, just show up at Sharky's at 11 o'clock on Thursday, May 3rd, and let's do some serious networking. And speaking of networking, I know that we're saving the best for last, and Kelly's going to come up and teach us the 10 Commandments, and then we're going to see what we can apply that he shares with us in one more round of networking before we adjourn. Not yet, Kelly. But what we're going to do for 15 minutes, listen up. We have 3 categories up here, but everybody's doing networking, so we're not going to count that category. I want you to break up into 2 different groups. This side of the room is going to be the educational exchange group, and this side of the room is going to be the social media group. So we're going to split you, theoretically, in half. And here's what I want us to do. We're going to take the time to go around to every person, 15 minutes for the total group. So please be respectful so that everybody gets a chance to speak. And you get to decide, are you going to talk about a recent win in your business and share the excitement of that and perhaps how that win can be translated and help other people in your group? Or secondly, you're going to talk about a challenge in your business. Because you know what? Every single person in this room is very, very smart. But when you get us all together,
we are unstoppable. So if you throw a challenge out, there's a real good chance that somebody in that group is already going to have the answer, and they'll grab you at the next networking break before we finish today and help you find a solution. Or the third thing, you could talk about a win, a challenge, or you can talk about a request. And when you make a request, be specific. Don't say, I want new business and everybody's a prospect. Be specific about your request. I have been looking for a way to shorten the amount of time that it takes to pull my tax stuff together so I can hand it over to an accountant. Or maybe you've been doing your own taxes and you're looking for someone who can help you take it to the next level. Be specific about your request. Because once again, chances are somebody in your group has a solution and then they can get you connected so that you can collaborate to spend more time working on your business instead of in your business. Does that make sense? So pick your group. It's going to be the educational exchange group over here and the social media group over here. And we've got 15 minutes to make it happen, and then we're going to hear from Kelly.
Where's the networking group?
We're not doing the networking. They're going to get together and find their people.
I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you, Sherry. Here we go. So, educational, social media. Go.
Right. I don't know where to go.
I
don't know which one to go. I guess I'll go. I guess I'll stay over there.
Can you put that on screen?
Yeah, but like I said, you inspired me, and I went out and instant after
Don't turn that out.
Moving like that next week.
So what's a win? I'd love to do this as a whole group.
Pull up a chair.
Thursday?
Come on up. Group up.
Okay, we're going to group up.
All right, Shelley, your turn. Okay.
I have no idea.
So while everybody is still gathering.
I'll see you later soon. Yes, ma'am.
Sit next to the
Okay.
special guest.
So you get your chance. You're going to share a win, a challenge, or a request. And why don't we start with Marty?
A win. I'll do one sentence for each. A win. Proud that I'm a part of this and proud of the work that I do. And we do all types of travel. And I'm very thankful for the boss that I have. But we're able to offer a request. It is a general request, but we are looking for safe people for looking on the floor. A lot of reasons that's how we're going to share next week.
So the request would really be for all of us to come share so that we can hear what you have to say. Perfect. Okay, that's a request that I think anybody can.
And I just want to speak to that. I'm the #1 advocate of using travel leaders because they save us so much time, talent, and treasure. And I'd be happy to speak to travel leaders.
You gonna be here next week?
I don't know.
You may
But
be
if
standing testimony.
Marty needs me here, I would be. But only if Marty needs me.
Oh, honey, I always need you.
And I'll try my best to be here for a while.
Okay, so let's move on. Delmar. Win, challenge, request.
Well, I may have one of each, but a win is I'm happy to have been invited to Design Your Destiny Entrepreneurs Conference in DC this weekend, where I'll be a featured panelist. I'm flying out from Nashville. A challenge, finding new business, which can be a challenge for all startups. Finding new business, and a request if you know a startup or a small business owner with less than a startup to a small business owner with less than 20 employees who are looking to build their business through bringing interns in. Let me know. I will come in, consult with them, and show them how to develop their own internship program. So they can, like I said, work more on their business and not necessarily in their business.
My name is Tanika Odom. A win for me is becoming a part of BOCI and the professional boost program. I've met a lot of influential people, inspirational people. Learned a great deal about business networking. challenge is incorporating my education into the business aspect side of it. Request is for you all to help me keep learning as far as about business, networking, social media, things of that nature.
Just keep showing up. You're a sponge. You'll just absorb it.
She is a part of the professional
Boost, yes.
Mary Diener with Collaboration. My win is actually kind of tailcoating with her is that I actually made it to a meeting.
Yay! We're glad to
I am, and I'm really excited about it. I'm looking forward to it.
So being relatively new in my turn. I have a win. I think coming here, I've only been here an hour, but I've learned a lot of stuff within an hour. It's a very good group. There's a lot of information in the room, and I think when you get professionals together, regardless of if you're in business or you're not in business, or just professional, you can learn when people are talking, and that's why we have a lot of fun. People are not listening; they're doing more talking than they're doing listening. My grandfather used to say all the time. Well, that's what God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you can
listen twice as more as you talk.
Yeah, he wants you to listen more than you want you to talk. Even though he talked a lot. But yes, just being here in the first hour, I learned a lot of stuff already. Especially, I already knew some of the stuff, but kind of what you say, kind of expanded my knowledge about that. Because I think it's a real major problem, even within inside the borders of this country. And even hitting home right here in Memphis. So that is a very important thing right now. Request, I guess. Request. I always have fun with official emails. I don't send out a lot of emails because I don't like to get a lot of emails because I get 400 of them a day. But how do you make your email more efficient when you send it out? So that way people don't think you're spamming. That's why I only send out 2 emails a month. Because I don't want people to spam me, so I try not to spam anybody else.
Okay, the most important thing you can do is who it's from. So if you've got your name in the from line, they know instant credibility. And you're not going to spam them because they know you. But secondly, what's in the subject line? So always think about what's in it for me, because that may make the difference between whether they open it or whether they just leave it there and never get back to it. So that's my tip of the day.
I rarely open an email.
But it's not even just having a subject line. It's something that you know is going to grab your attention. For instance, following up with documents I promised on Friday's meeting. Whoa, you promised this? Then
Yeah, something distinct and specific.
I'm expecting this. I better open it up. Yeah.
When off the page of business, I know I don't mean to be it's crazy. We went to Africa a month ago, and we were supporting 4,800. This is a win. 4,800 orphans per month. And we came back supporting 5,700 orphans. And it's kind of win, but it's also insane because we've bitten off way more than we can chew. But it's just amazing because when we knew that the Lord had said, take on these orphanages, one was run by a 21-year-old girl. When he said that he would provide, and sure enough, we got home and bam, he provided miraculously. But our challenge is twofold. I'm just going to very quick. One, I already talked to the Lord. We need someone to tell our story in video in the cameras. Anyone like that? Right there. I'm going to talk to him later. I will be talking to him later. And then second, we just need shout outs. I mean, we need a lot more voice. And if so, I'm not trying to garner business right now. I am saying, if you know a way other than.
I do.
Okay, you guys get together.
Okay, BOC TV, we gotta get together.
Yeah.
I'll do an edit on it too.
Yeah.
Sherry, thank you for being succinct. I
The,
know you're passionate.
the win for me is everybody that's in this room. I mean, I can look around and just start crying because I just feel so honored that to be among such great business people,
and every type of person, from pastors to missionaries to entertainers to startups to professional independents to small business owners. And another win on a personal level is all the prayers that have gone up for my daughter this week. And Richard and I, it's Richard's daughter, but she is my stepdaughter, and I claim her as my own. And she was at death's door, and she's sitting up and talking now. So she's still in ICU. Continue to pray. So I will go on to my request, and that is 20 people came to Dutch lunch. And Click and Connect is networking, but it encompasses a lot of other things as well as all of our new benefits and everything we're rolling out. So it's a lot. At Dutch lunch, which is brand new, there is no set agenda. You come, you eat lunch, and you exchange business cards. So I'm requesting that each of you make a mental effort to come, because I think it will be great for your business and create a win for you.
And a great place to go eat.
Yes, we've got enough notice to get it
That's
on.
taco place, right?
No, seafood.
Oh, yeah.
You talking about Swankies?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sharky's is right where the old St. Patrick's was. You came just in time. We're sharing our win, our request, or our challenge. Succinctly, we've got four minutes left. And we got 3 of us to go. You're on the spot.
Go for it, Deanna.
But I'm saying, if she wants to encourage.
Well, I just do property tax bills. I'm not selling a service.
You've just been on the road too much here lately.
I've been on the road too.
Why don't you think about it? We'll go to
Then
the
I've got
next
to
person.
I've got to
Don?
get those too. I keep on getting the sinus.
You think about it. We'll come back to it.
Yeah, I kind of just butted in over here. So, I guess my win is just meeting some new people. I've been kind of cocooning here lately. I'm self-retired after 40 years in broadcasting back in May, and I've started a company called Storytellers to help people tell stories. I'm a journalist, and that's just a win, just to get back out and meet some new people and that sort of thing. And what was the other thing I had?
No, it's 1 of 3. Or if you
One
want
of 3.
to,
Okay, that's
request,
good.
you can do that
You
too.
can give it
Well, I'm just going to do a shout out because he's been doing video work for me for years, and he's just a consummate professional.
And I have to do the same because I've worked with him within the Wedding Association, and he does a lot of wonderful stories on brides and grooms.
It's just a very unique and beautiful way.
Yes.
Tell me a chapter of your life. I'm going to share a win because we have had such a troubling economy for so long, and I see the shift turning. I just landed a new corporate account. And what I'm going to be doing.
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about.
Hope is always good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 25 branch managers who are now in a very much more mobile society, and my half-day session with them is part of a 3-day conference, and it's on integrity-based communication, which is the title of my book. We don't have that, but it's foundational to everything I'm going to be doing with them for a half day. I'm very excited. It's a pilot in June, and assuming that it's just absolutely stellar, it will start rolling out. Hats off to you.
Awesome.
I'm very grateful. And that came from a person that I used to work with in Medtronic when I started your Toastmasters group, and now she's with this company, and I am just very, very grateful.
Yes.
So, and that's what I'm going to end with is that win. And Deanna, you want to add anything before we kind of wrap up?
Well, if anyone hasn't signed up with them yet to lower their property taxes.
There you go. And I have signed up with Tom because, of course, he's in my manager.
Okay, good. As long as you signed up with Tom, you signed up with them.
That's right. There was one thing. Are you going to come to share next week?
What day is it?
It's Thursday. It's always Thursday.
If I don't have to teach, yes, ma'am.
Okay. I challenge you to come to business class. We'll hold you accountable.
Mr. or Pat?
Well, you call Bruce and say, I got to have these business classes by next Thursday. That's
All
right.
right, Michelle.
Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you all for sharing.
So you already went to B&I this morning?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, if everybody could go ahead and find a seat. We have our very special guest who is now going to be joining us.
Yeah.
I do think you need exercise. She started. Thank you. Did y'all enjoy that?
Yeah, well, I know last time I talked.
Okay. We are, without any further ado, I would like to invite Mr. Kelly Price to come up. And he gets the podium, the very special podium.
I don't know if we really need that now.
You don't need the podium? Okay. All right.
I love to put these little guy glasses on.
And I just would like to say that I just met Kelly at networking in Memphis this month when he so graciously gave us an award. But I have been following him for quite some time, and his reputation on social media, as well as all of the things he's doing both in Atlanta and in Memphis for small businesses. And I encourage each of you to go to his networking events that he has once a month. They're in the evenings and they're outstanding. So there's your commercial for today.
First of all, BOC, leave yourselves a hand.
Yeah.
Because you guys are doing an outstanding job. Believe me, I have been to networking events all around the country, and not all of them are, let's say, that great. There's something, but they're not that great. But I'll tell you what, you guys have gotten it right here. You've done exactly what networking is truly really about. When you look up the definition of what networking is, I want to start your intelligence, but I want to make sure I give you the right definition. This networking is a process of establishing a mutual benefit or relationship with other business people and potential clients and customers. And notice that not saying anything about meeting people in the definition. Now, when we're talking about networking, I got a question. Someone tell me what your definition of networking. Anyone, real quick. At one time. You first.
Learning about the person, listening to what their needs, and seeing how you can work together.
Okay.
I couldn't do better than just building relationships and sharing ideas.
Okay.
Building trust.
Focusing on the other person.
That's it. Because at that point, you're listening to that person. And we'll talk about that in the Ten Commandments as well. And when I say that, that is not a religious thing. Those are just things that I came up with probably about 11 o'clock at night. My wife was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm typing this thing," because what happened, I started seeing a lot of different networking events popping up overnight. And if you do networking for money, for a profit, then it's probably not going to work for you. Because you'll spend more money and time than anything to take it in. For anyone that puts on the bench, you know that. You have to have a passion for what you do, and you have to believe in what you do. But all this came about 11 o'clock at night. And my wife was like, "Okay, you need to go to bed now." Well, I'm finished. And it was like 2:30 when I finished writing this paper. Because this kind of like will lead me into something else later on. Hopefully I'm going to turn it into a book, maybe small book, about 20 pages. But because I was concerned about business. A little bit of background about me. I did 21 years in the Army. I joined the Army when I was 17 years old. Tallahassee County, Georgia. As long as you guys don't know that, you can Google it. We got about 1,600 people in the whole town now. But I come from a family of entrepreneurs. My family owned a gas station, grocery store, beauty shop, barber shop, and a garage too. And a gas station, garage. So we got to come from a line of people that has to go out there and get it. Especially in a little small town, we were kind of like we own everything in town. So we're kind of like the Waltons of Georgia, of our part of the town. But instilled in us at an early age was being an entrepreneur and giving good customer service. For the time you were able to have to walk, you was probably in the store or at the garage. You were somewhere doing something in our family business. And then in the evening time, you could come home and work at the farm, cut grass, and get out there and garden, weed that garden out. So you didn't have a lot of time to get in trouble. But I think that's what really started me on my road to being an entrepreneur. Because when I got out of the Army, I didn't know what I was going to do. But I had a friend of mine, his dad owned a company called Firewood Marketing. And Firewood Marketing worked with Bill Cosby back in the day with Kodak. And he was like, well, hey, you're too young to retire and we can't hunt and fish every day. I said, I don't know about you, but I can. And, so after debating, going back and forth, I decided to go to work and buy into the company, become a partner in that company. Just I guess that had something to do. And then we found that, like I said, small businesses, entrepreneurs, professionals needed a place to kind of come together and really be serious about their community. So we started Atlanta with networking on Atlanta. And that thing grew, you know, Atlanta's a different animal than Memphis.
Yes,
It
it
grew.
is.
It went from like 300 people to like 700 people, like overnight. So then we added another event called the real estate thing. So we kind of like Internship Pacific with Peter Pernassi. You guys gonna build that house, whatever. So he kind of headed that up for us. And then so here in Memphis, we decided, well, you know what? Memphis is a great town, and I live here and I love it. But we need to do that too, because when we look at Memphis, we need to be able to connect the dots in Memphis. And that's what I think we don't always do. But at the same time, we want to be able to get involved in the community without, you know, bringing in our company as well. But we want to have a way to be a part of the community. So we started networking in Memphis here in Memphis. And we took on the task of working with Memphis Little League, Mr. Kerry Cobb, which is in their 5th year now of the organization. And so we wanted to try to bring business, community, all together and professional. I think that's important because all these things go hand in hand. When you're talking about network, a lot of people, I can't talk with other people in the room. I can't talk I'm scared to. Remember, it's not about you meeting people. You already know people. Your network, I always look at it in the snowflake effect. You go to work every day or you have a job, you network with those people. You go to church, or most people go to church, or some religious organization. You eat. Normally you eat at the same place all the time. We do. In my family, we do. There's only a couple of different restaurants we go to, and every once in a while we go somewhere different, but you know, most of the time it's the same place. You go to school. Most of you have kids, you have grandkids. There's school network. There's the people that you know at school. And then there's your social groups. If you're an elk or a lady of Memphis or, you know, all the other social organizations. Now that's another network. So when you look at all the people that you know, you're not scared to talk to anyone. You're not afraid to talk to people. You don't realize the power of connection. And that's something I kind of realized when Facebook came along. How fast and how quickly you can get to 5,000 people. And they cut you off really quick. Because I was the last person in my family to have Facebook. And now I got everyone beat. But because I didn't think it was a useful tool. But you will be amazed how fast you can get the word out from social media, to these different networks and pages. And when you look at your Facebook page, people that's on your Twitter account, on your Facebook, these are the same people you're working with. Patrick Steak is the same place I'm eating at. I'm on Facebook with them. See, these are all your network. You know these people. You're involved with them. Why not spread the word to what you do to them? Or talk about what you do. And then at the same time, learn about what they do. Find out what you can do to get involved with them. That's the main thing. When we talk about community, what can you do to help make your community better? You know, it's not always about, especially when you're in a leadership position or you've been giving gifts, it's not about you getting anything. It's about you giving more than you give. And, you know, I don't want to get religious, but you'll get blessed by giving more than you give. You know, I'm not going to go to church. But, you know, I mean, I think that's the key thing, especially in business. Young entrepreneurs and small businesses have always done that. We've always been the backbone of America. We've always driven industry. And now I love Fred Smith, great company. I FedEx stuff all the time. But we're the people that drive this community. There's 27,000 small businesses here in the Mid-South area. Isn't that something?
Wow, that's amazing.
Why are we not all working together? Well, because we're not connected. Because we're worried, a lot of times we're worried about, well, what's going on over here, and well, so-and-so is in this group here, and so-and-so is in this group. Well, yeah, you're gonna have competition. But you know what? Competition is good. I love competition. 21 years in the Army, I love competition. I've always thrived on competition. As long as it's fair competition. You know, you don't want to cheat. But, you know, you have to have competition because that's what drives us. That's what drives the American spirit, is competition. That's what makes us so great than any other country in the world, is competition. As long as it's fair competition. And everybody's on the same level, on the same playing field. But let's cover the first commandment. And also, I'm really honored because someone took this and put it on a PowerPoint. I'll tell you what.
I didn't know he was going to do this. I got the
love
right
this.
person over here.
And I was like, I didn't think anyone read this thing.
I did. I did. It was in the magazine.
I didn't really think anyone read it because it was just for me, for venting. I was kind of venting about how I was feeling at the moment. And I'm glad, I hope it helped someone if it did. The first one, drop the attitude, what is in it for me? Big problem there. When you go to an event, you're looking for something. Yes, this may be true. But at the same time, think about what you can give somebody else. Everyone in here is probably over 25. Okay? Okay? So, okay, well, 99% of the room is gonna be over, or it's gonna be over 25. I wish Girls Inc. was still here, but you're here. How important it is for us to groom young entrepreneurs, especially in this city. We have a lot of kids that have no clue about what they're going to do. That's why organizations like National Business College is so important, because everybody can't afford to go to the University of Memphis. But those organizations are important because we're the ones that can groom the next leadership of this city. When we talk about the direction of our city, well, everyone in this room or this county has to take a look in a mirror, because what are you going to do to help guide it? It's, yeah, our mayors and council people are effective, but what's more important, what can you do as a person to help shape those young people? Because I tell people all the time, we're going to deal with kids today, or you're going to deal with them 20 years down the road, but it's going to be in a different capacity, I guarantee you. I'd rather have a bunch of scholars than someone breaking in my house. And that's one thing. If we can get people to come out, start going to schools, volunteering their time, sparring entrepreneurship. I love what you guys are doing with with getting the scholarship for the guys to be able to come out and get their business finance. We need more of that. And not on the taxpayer's dollar. We're paying high enough taxes at that. But that's part of that giving back. And what's in it for me? What's in it for me is I'm going to create a better community. That's what's in it for me. I heard someone say they were in finance. Well, if I can turn out 5 kids as literary and finances, well, Mr. Shoemaker over here, he got 5 more people that he can get money, he can work with and produce a wealth. Somebody else in the room who's got some life insurance. One of the biggest things in this country that's killing us from the ages of 19 to 24, people don't have health insurance. You didn't think about it. But if we, as a community, are training up our young professionals that you need to get life insurance, because each one of my kids, hey, you got to get some life insurance. I'm not flipping that bill. I can't do it. Then New York Life can stay in business. And New York Life been around a long time. I remember when they used to come by your house and collect the dollars from you, huh? Huh? Some of y'all know about that. They come by your house and collect that money from you. Then you used to pick up money from your house.
I personally did.
Not you, but I'm pretty sure your predecessor did. You know, I remember that when that used to happen. So that's why it's what's in it for me should never happen. It's about what you can give to yourself. Number 2, thou shalt listen. I shared with my group over here earlier. My grandfather used to tell me all the time, boy, God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. So obviously, he didn't want you to talk as much as he wanted you to listen. And I think that's important because when you listen to people, I'm not only hearing your problems, I'm hearing your issues, I'm hearing your concerns. Those are the things that are important. That way, I can tailor-made what I need to do to help you. Like when we go to Shoemaker Financial, if he sits down and listens to a person talk about their finances long enough, oh, he's going to be able to tell her that out, right? I'm going to be able to find out if he has a wife, kids, dog, whatever. I'm going to be able to financially help him in the future. Those are important things if you're listening. Because a lot of times we want to dictate. I know my wife likes to dictate the conversation. I don't care what it's about because she dog food, Coca-Cola, whatever. She wants to dictate that conversation, and I just let her go at it because hey, that way I find out what's going on and I can keep peace in my house. So I'm well trained, y'all. I'm well trained. Thou shalt build a relationship. Now this is the good one. Thou shalt build a relationship. Now I really had never been to BOC before, and I can honestly say that. But I was following it on Facebook as it created itself, because I like to know what's going on. And I saw this group form like overnight. It was just came out of. I was like, whoa! They just okay. I gotta track this and see what's going on. See if I can get involved with this. And I was kind of watching it and as it evolved, and start reading the blogs. I tell you, social network is something wonderful. Mm-hmm. And so and I said, you know what? That is a great thing that they got going on. And I don't know who's recognizing, who's looking, who's talking about them. Let's get involved. Even though you guys do some of the same things that I do, there's almost 1 million people in this town. We can help everybody. The more of us helping everyone is better. But it's not competition at all. It's collaboration. And if we all learn that and remember that it's more of a group effort, our city will be our county, the city will be a whole lot farther along. Because that's what we need more of. Building relationships, I can tell by this room and what you guys were talking about earlier, you've built some great relationships. Man, you guys have built some great relationships. And I think that's wonderful because I think you were talking about earlier how you branched out into some other things and got some things from your previous employer. And that's wonderful. That's great stuff. That when you transition to something else, that someone's always remembered what kind of good work and integrity that you had, that they want to bring you on. Hey, I got something else for you. That's important. That's a relationship. And those things are so important in business. And an honest relationship is more important because sometimes you have to be honest and say, hey, your business is not worth having. Or I can't do business with you. Now, you can take that 2 ways. You can make it a negative, or you can make that a positive. Now, me personally, when I hear something negative, I need to take that and turn it into a positive. Not get offended, because I want people to be honest about what they tell me. Somebody emailed me and said, hey, you need to make sure you get the air on a little earlier at your event. It was a little warm. It was a little warm in there, And I think she was kind of scared to say that, but I was like, hey, I appreciate that. Because if I don't know, how can I fix something I don't know? That just tells me that you're concerned about what I'm doing. And that's a good thing. And that's the same thing that we need to do for each other when we're building a relationship. Be honest with each other. If we had a donut shop, the donuts wasn't quite that fresh today. You tell them that. Let them know because they may not know. They're not sampling all their product. It's called good business and building a great relationship. Thou shalt give the first referral. Now, everybody can't give the first referral, right? But what I mean by that, when I say about that, we looking to get, if you know someone's doing something, like I know Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Dickie Brown, and I know she has trucking. And if I know somebody that needs some trucking work, she's my friend, I'm gonna call Nikki up and say, hey, Nikki, here's a referral. Now, I don't really need trucking. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get into trucking. And I own a truck, you know what I'm saying? But I own an SUV. But Nikki does trucking. She has a trucking expo, you know, with the first in the Mid-South. The first in the Mid-South. And they're on the third year coming up. And now I got some friends I found out that drive trucks. And I told them about that. But I don't drive trucks. But if you know, that's what about relationship. If you know someone, give that referral. What's it gonna do me to hold the information? All I'm gonna do is get bigger with all the information. You know what I'm saying? Someone told me, yeah, I know I look a little heavier, but it's all the knowledge that I got in it. It's sucked off of my head on down, keeps going. So I don't want to keep all that because I want to lose some weight. I want to give it away to you. And that's important. I want to be able to give you the first referral. And you should look to do the same thing and not get the referral, because when you do something for someone, I guarantee them, like, I remember that guy. That guy gave me my start. I remember my first grade teacher, Mrs. Crowley. And she was so important to me because she cared about me as a student. And you can never forget that. And that's sort of like when you're in business. When you hang that first dollar on the door, you're proud of that dollar. And you remember that customer's name most of the time because you know why? They gave you the start. They gave you the first there was to give. Why not give it back? Give it to somebody else. Okay. That's going to be a specific type of referral. And we kind of talked about that in our little group. I got 2 minutes. So I'm going to speed through these last folks. Be specific about what you ask for. Closed mouth, don't get fed. Bottom line to it. Be specific what you're looking for. If you're looking for what kind of referral, I'm not sure what kind of business everyone's in, but be specific about what you are asking for. Because when you shoot me a shotgun blast, I can't help you. You can't be all over the place. I cannot help you when you throw something out. Yeah, I want more business. Okay, fine. What do you do? You got to be specific about it. Let's see here. We kind of covered that one. Thou shalt participate in networking, secondary functions and networking time. Okay. Networking. When you have a small business or you're trying to get yourself out there, the more people you know is always important. It's very important to go to everything you can. Get on your Twitter, follow people, ask people to follow you. It's not uncommon to ask people to follow you back. I tweeted Ernie Freeman last night saying, hey man, I need you to start following me back. I've been following you, so I need you to do the same for me. So, and he did. It's the same thing. When you want someone to follow you, go out there and follow them on Twitter. And that's a big thing right now, that Twitter. It's like, so that's social networking or something. Same thing with Facebook. Go out, get good people on your Facebook. I have to delete about 10, 15 people a day because they're not what you're looking for, especially if you're using your Facebook for work. So make sure that you're putting the right people on your page and you're putting the right information on your page. Because a lot of times now employers and people you do business with, that's one of the first things they go to. Let's see if he has a Facebook page. Okay. That's a thank the person who gave a referral. Always send them a little note. Say, hey, I appreciate it for the referral. Let them know how that referral worked out. That way you're showing that you're appreciative, that you got a referral from them, and that way they'll send you another one. That way, okay, that worked out. Well, let's send my buddy back, or let me send someone else to you. It's like the dry cleaners. You don't go to a place where they don't iron your shirts, right? Or put your pants on. You can't hardly put your pants on. Too much starch in them. I don't want to go back that place. I'm already a big guy. I'm around the floor like that. So make sure you thank the person that gives you the referral. Now, the big one, the grandiose, one of the most important things, the follow-up. When you get a business card, send someone to just, hey, it was nice meeting you. Follow up. Hey, and hopefully they'll send you a little dialogue back. But, that way, if you didn't get a chance to really talk with them at the event or wherever you met them in the street or whatever, send them an email back and let them know, hey, I appreciated meeting you. Start opening up a dialogue. What that is now is communication. Like for everybody I got a call from today, I'll probably send you a little email later on this evening. It'll probably come out to you about midnight, because that's when I get to my emails, about midnight. So if that's me, that'll be me sending one at midnight. But there's a lot of great things that happens with networking. I really enjoy it because I think it's fun. Because I love meeting new people and I love talking with people. Because you get to know your community when you're out networking. And your networks are so big, you just don't know. You just have to unearth your network. I think we were talking about yesterday, you got to know your network to gain your work. So those are my 10 commandments of networking. I'm sorry I didn't have enough time to read those details, but hey, I appreciate it, BOC, for allowing me to come out today and making me an honorary member. So I guess I will see you guys next week at the at Share. Okay.
And share, but tell us about your event next week.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm forgetting that. See, I never promote myself. On the 25th at Jack Robinson Art Gallery, it's downtown, off of Hewlett and Front Street at 6 o'clock. We're going to be having networking in Memphis. This month we're focusing on, if you didn't know, it's Volunteer Month. So we've selected 2 groups that we're going to be honoring for volunteers of the month. So come on down. We got some great desserts from Essences for Sweets. And I'm not sure what they're having. They won't even tell me. They don't tell me to the day of what they're having. The caterers working together. Last month I think we had some shish kebabs or something like that. Shish kebabs or something like that. So he's whipping together something light. I know everyone's trying to watch a little weight sometimes. So he's whipping together something light. So it'll be a great time. Come out, have some fun. It's a great event, and we'd love to have you guys come out. It's $5 for any BOC member. That's for your
50% off, right?
Hey, there you go. The 25th. Come out, have a good time, and we look to network with you. And thank you again for allowing me to be in your group.
Oh, thank you. You're also being, that's going live across the world.
I know my mother-in-law's probably listening right now.
There you go. There you go.
I had to give a shout out to my mother-in-law.
We are wrapping up. I wanted to present Express Missions with $22 that came in today. Anyone who wants to give more? AC first.
We'll send this Monday morning for the garbage right away. Every day.
Okay. I wanted to mention our Exposure 2012. How many of you know about this? Okay, it's a listing. I'm going to quickly, you can read more about it, but we are starting a listing, and I'm going out weekly, and I'm meeting with business owners only for the people that are on this listing and promoting you. The listing is $15 without a logo. It is $25 with a logo. And so you can see me if you're interested. It's a campaign, Exposure 2012. And then Shelly is going to talk to you about membership, and then we are done and we can network. Thank you all so very much for a wonderful year. I'm not going to sing happy anniversary to us. Oh, but for those of you who have been enjoying the benefits of membership without paying since the first of the year, it's an opportunity to step up, pay your $100 on this anniversary date. Sherry's going to be taking applications over here. Because the price will go back up after the anniversary. So see Sherry at the desk if you're walking out to renew your membership or join if you haven't before. And we'll see you next week at Share, right, AC?
Right.
All right. Thanks so much, Sherry. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. You may all stand, get coffee, and network. Thank you. And thank you to Kelly Price. Yes, yes. Well, thank you for a good year.
Yes, thank you. Do you own a house in Shelby County? I do not. Okay.
Kelly, I stole it because I do. You want to go? Okay, good.
There's a big link.
Oh, thank you.
We would get together soon so I can catch you up.
Okay, sounds good.
Didn't get to see Jamaica girls.
Yes. You want to sign up?
To talk with her and find out a little bit more about what's going on in this entrepreneurship
Okay.
thing. There's things, especially if these girls move on and start a business, there's some things that they can do to help.
Yes, absolutely. We started to sign up with her, and I will forward it to her. That's what she'll do. Get in touch with each person that signs up.
You're not ready
Thank you so much for all your help.
I also have a friend who's a there.
I'll see you next week. Did you take me?
So good to meet you, Steve.
Yeah.
You as well, Lisa.
You know, guy needs to avoid
Then you know what? All right. Good job. Okay, thank you. We did. I like that. I see you did
Many moons ago.
you want to now see? You're gonna go? Oh yes, okay.
Well, I mean, I just started looking to hire. I just think it's pretty lucky.
I like what you said. I tell you the problem is, you won't believe it, but I literally no one will cover me because we're alone. I promise I'll check every friend's check. I go back to Pakistan in October. You quit going to Pakistan? It'll help you get if you know someone who knows someone.
Gina, thank you so much for helping make the house.
No problem. I'm sorry I'm late because I know I said I'd do this.
That's okay. I'm just glad you're here.
I was not feeling good yesterday. I wasn't even sure I was going to make it. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things.
I'm so glad. Is it Maya or Mia? It's Mia. Okay. All right. So glad you're here. Yes, please. Here's the sign-in sheet. This is the girls' week for anybody that wants to volunteer for that. I'm so glad you came. What can I help you with?
Internship information.
Okay, that's what this is. We have our online membership, which is where you go and you have your profile, and you participate online. If you come to an event, it's $10. If you participate or watch an event online starting May 1st, it's $5. So, and we have events every week. So if you intend to come to events, which this is what most people do, then it's less than $10 a month. It's $100 annually. Professional membership is the most popular, and then a corporate event is unlimited. Like if you had a corporation with 10 or 15 people, then it's only $325 a year.
And this explains the difference.
Yes, this tells with the professional membership, which is the $100, you get an interview on the radio about your business. What is your business? Reflexologist, okay. And then you also sit down with me for BOC TV, and we go live on the net and interview you about your business. So you get all that exposure on social media. This tells you about the 4 things that we bring to the table: connections, collaboration, exposure, and business. And then this tells you about our 4 events that we have, one every Thursday.
Okay.
After the first Thursday event, we are now implementing another that I'll need to add to this, and that is Dutch lunch at 11 o'clock on that day. And this one covers the social media. We've done web as well, and then our networking event is this one as well as Dutch lunch. And then we have the share, which is next week, which is our educational exchange, more of a collaborative effort.
So what do you do at educational exchange? What do you do there?
At Share? At Share. That is where we have industry-specific topics. Like, for instance, if we have a massage therapist, so if we targeted, which we will at some point, goes around. We've done finances, we've done marketing, media marketing, and now we're doing travel and events. So, like next month, we might do medical, and do reflexology and massage and health and things like that. We have done one health share already, wellness share. And so what we do is we invite 5 industry business owners out of the group that are professional members to speak 20 minutes apiece about what they do. It's all goes live. All of our events are live. And you also, you get the link, of course, that you can share with other people on both the radio, the BOC TV, and the share exhibitions.
I'm gonna take this and consider it.
Okay. Well, we would love for you to.
No, like Shelley Well, great.
It's nice meeting you, Mia. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But they work with a lot of companies and have I don't know exactly.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Katrina, Professor Katrina will need to sign here. You will have her sign there. I apologize with our daughter being in the hospital. It's difficult to get everything done. No, Sarah, she's 24. She's much better, yes. Yes, she should be going out of ICU hopefully tomorrow.
I hope she's feeling better.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Maybe something like that.
No. These actually are in style now. So, yes.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And again, thank you so much for everything. And if you need me sometime to do anything,
I've got your email. I know where to find you.
Just volunteer.
Okay. Thank you so much, Linda.
Thank you. I owe you one. I owe you one.
Okay.
So please call me if you need any help.
Okay. Thank you. Good. How are you?
Hanging in there.
Good. The listing. I got your information. Did you want to pay cash, credit card?
I've got cash on me.
Okay. Let's see here. We're still gathering the listing. I don't want to. We almost have enough to go ahead and design the flyer. So that's what we're waiting on. So
I actually have exact change.
Oh, good deal.
Which makes life a little easier for you.
Okay, good deal.
But that's what I was coming to you about.
All right. I'm so happy you came.
I'm glad
We changed it up a little today. What'd you think?
I like it.
Good.
The last couple of months I've had stuff come up and wasn't able to be here, and this morning I went, oh, today's the third Thursday, I gotta see you.
I'm so glad. Today is the 19th.
I like your generic.
What's that?
I like your generic.
Whatever works. Right?
Exactly.
Oh, really? Seems to be a great guy.
This one okay?
From Kennison Kyle or?
Here, let me show you I'm starting those things that I finally got.
Thank you. All right, let's see here. I've got you right here, and you sent me the wording. So when I start putting all this together, I will be dialoguing. We have, I think, probably close to 15 listings now, so we should be ready to start putting it together in the next week or two. All right.
Sounds good.
Good deal. Thank you so much.
How's your daughter?
Much better. Thank you. She's hopefully going to Rover Arts Day. Yeah. So.
I didn't missed it until I saw something the last day or so.
Right. Well, I had been absent without leave for the last week. I figured people wonder if I hadn't really been in the conference.
Yeah.
Good to see you. I'm so glad you came.
Yep. I think I might actually try to come next week to hear that one.
Good. That'd be awesome. The last one we had it in the conference room. I think we had. I mean, it was wall to wall. So it's starting to grow. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm so glad to see you guys.
Yeah. All right. I'll take care. Take care.
All right.
One of my favorite birthdays
Where do you want to get your tickets for the Christian business expo?
I don't know. I don't know. I've got to check my calendar. I did see it on there on Facebook. 14th of May.
July.
July. Okay. Yeah. That I have
Oh, yeah. So your daughter's okay?
much better. She should hopefully be moved out of ICU soon.
Okay.
So, thank you for being present on Monday.
No, anytime. I know
We've
that's
been
more important.
so we need to get you back on the schedule though. Shoot me an email and let's reschedule that.
Let me know where
I will. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you came.
I am too.
Would you like to join?
Really been missing out.
Why don't you come over here? Let's talk about it. I'll answer your questions. What questions do you have for me? I really have.
Follow you guys. Every time I attend the conference, something happens, so it rains. I thought rain was in the forecast last night. I said, well, I thought it was. I said, well, if it is, that means that I really need to go there because something is trying to keep me going.
Well, I would love for you to join because we really, other than Ridgeway Business Center, we don't have in our group right now. So I definitely would for what you have. And we would have you on, well, there's several different memberships. The free membership is the online membership. So you go in and you I've done that. Yes. So when you come to join us, it's $10. When you watch an event as a member, it will be $5. So most people are going with professional membership. We have people that that's $40 when they're doing one of the right? So $100 for a year, and what that so that is really the best route to go. Corporate membership, if you have a lot of people and you want additional 50% of your time, it's only $25 and with the professional, you get an interview on the radio.
He's an older guy.
So get the archive.
He's 35, and he
You also
actually.
get the
I know, and I was like, oh,
networking, social media training, collaborative effort, we're trying to cover all bases and offer a lot. Connections, collaboration, exposure, and business are our main focus for each of our members. So
you never know where people.
that part would be great.
He's working full time for this company, and he does it a little bit on the side.
We actually don't have an application. No, we don't have an application. Just normally we do have a form because I've been up in the hospital for a week. 1.5 weeks.
Right on that card very easily.
You've already signed up on the
You know what? I'm
not this site or just in our business college group on Facebook. Are you over on the site? Yes, okay. Well, my computer after a week with the hospital. So just, I really don't need anything right other than you're already on the site. So all I would need would be credit card and check or cash. And then, let's see, if you want to do recurring payments, which I don't think you want to do that annually, then this is what I'll use for that. But I will go ahead and have you put your yes. Did you want to list it on our new listing? Both of mine. And then we'll be doing a flyer with all the listings on it. Yes, yeah.
But I didn't read it. I just it's not
what I'll do. Right now, I'm collecting every nonfiction, but I don't want to go to print until we do. So as soon as I get 5 more listings, I will.
I love it. I'm gonna do it, but I'd rather never know you.
Sure, no problem.
You need to get that into a thing where you look into your phone.
You know what? I like this better.
I actually send a card.
This isn't. Let me know This isn't.
Oh, okay. You just don't have the swipe.
I have the swipe, I just don't like it.
I got a piece of paper.
I have it here. I'll write it on this.
Okay.
That's okay.
This is my card.
I write it down. And I believe you can write up online. He does all I remember reading that.
He does all over. His parents actually live in East Memphis, and we live in East Memphis. But he does stuff in the whole of Memphis area. So, like I said, he's done this for many years. But he actually didn't have to raise his daughter, create one that's why he's back doing it. He did it before. He used to work for, he used to build cars. Storage buildings. You know those small storage buildings that you find out. I know what you're talking about. He used to work on
But we're like the second dangerous city in the world.
And I do definitely want to get it looked at, but I think I'm going to ask is well, I already have all your information. We've been talking a little bit, but not a whole lot. But we're having this week, right?
No, it better not be.
Thank you. Very well. I think I'm back.
That's what they are doing now. They're driving that revenue up.
Yeah, well, yeah, at 7 o'clock on Wednesday morning. I think I sent a Facebook invite to you. So look at it.
I'm not either. I'm staying.
Right. You give me some
It's live.
Oh.
Right. Well, understand, the whole deal can be an
Yeah, it can be,
not to focus on the
it can be
people in
turned
the
off,
room,
yeah.
is they bring these customers outside referrals.
I don't think there's any way to put
Yeah. I did.